Martin Ødegaard set to sign permanently for Arsenal. Welcome back to your boys channel. Join me today as we discuss the latest Arsenal news, including the future of Martin Ødegaard at Arsenal and what is going to happen with the future of Zidane at Real Madrid, as well as that we are going to discuss the future of Alexandre Lacazette and his potential replacement. So let's get into today's video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Lacazette. Welcome back to your boys channel. Quickly before we get into the video, so make sure to go down there, smash the video a like, also subscribe to the channel if you are new as well, and as always let me know your thoughts in the comments, especially on Martin Ødegaard, and would you sign on a permanent deal? And without any further ado, here is the latest Arsenal news today. Here we go. The first thing on the agenda is Martin Ødegaard and his Arsenal future. Is MO11 here to stay? Is he the long-term heir to Mesut Ozil? Let's discuss. The first report is coming out of Spain from a reliable source claiming that Real Madrid wants Zidane to continue next season. He's got a contract until 2022 and the club wants him to stay. Now I can see you man saying, Babs, where's Martin Ødegaard's name there? What does that mean with Ødegaard? Well, there is a link there, as we've been told plenty of times in the past that Zidane and Ødegaard don't have a good relationship, and Ødegaard has made it clear to the Real Madrid hierarchy that if he's a future Real Madrid, it is not under Zidane's tenure. The same reliable report has also claimed that Real Madrid believes Zidane is the perfect manager for the club and want him to stay in Madrid and rebuild for the new signings this summer. And another indication there, Zidane's the guy, they want to make him new signings, and those signings ain't gonna be cheap. I'm hearing names like Haaland, I'm hearing names like Kylian Mbappe. Then man, you have to put a lot of money on the table to sign those players. And so with Ødegaard making it clear he don't want to play under Zidane, and also with Madrid now clearly needing money for new signings, I think Martin Ødegaard is going to leave Real Madrid. I think that's kind of been confirmed by these reports. But what exactly are Arsenal's chances of signing the Norwegian international? Well, as has been confirmed in the past by Fabrizio Romano, the Arsenal and Real Madrid are going to open negotiations at the end of the season, meaning that Arsenal Madrid understand that an agreement can be reached. And in terms of the price that we are probably talking here, with the player probably wanting to leave Madrid, that gives Arsenal the advantage. Probably 30 to 40 million pounds is what we're talking. Also going into the summer, his Real Madrid contract will be going into his final 2 years, so again that helps Arsenal. And all in all, I just do see a happy Ødegaard at Arsenal. And as you can see on the screen, I know things like this are very small, but Ødegaard has changed his profile picture from Norway before, which has been there for a year or so, to the Arsenal thing. Now I know it's small, it's not confirmed that he's to stay at Arsenal, but I do get a sense, as the tweet says, that he's proud to play for Arsenal and he likes playing for Arsenal. And I also have a feeling that under Mikel Arteta at Arsenal, what he's received is love and belief in the player. And sometimes as a player, that's all you need in your career. And all the sounds coming from the player himself are good sounds. And they're saying to me at least that he sees a potential future at Arsenal, not just for 6 months, but for the long-term future. I think he also understands that we're Arsenal right now, we're building for the long term, a long-term future, and yes, we're 10th in the league, but there is a potential of being a better team. We are going to be a better team than 10th for sure. And more importantly, he could then be the main part of this young core of Arsenal players with Kieran Tierney, Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Gabriel Magalhaes. These guys are all under the age of 23. But for Arsenal now, you got to ask the question, is Ødegaard the right signing for Arsenal? Because we're going to sign an attacking midfielder in the summer. Is it Ødegaard? Is it Osam Aouar? And if even have some man say Jack Grealish, which listen, I love to see it happen, but it's very unrealistic. And my thoughts on the player, I like him so far, I see his potential, but I want to see him continue the form and get better towards the end of the season. But what are your thoughts on Martin Ødegaard, and if Arsenal can sign him on a permanent, which looks like the case, would you sign him in the summer, and how much would you pay for him? If not Ødegaard, who else would you see as that attacking midfield signing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Moving on, lads, let's discuss the future of Alexandre Lacazette and his potential replacements. First things first, a report is coming out of Football London and the reliable Chris Wheatley, and he has said that Alexandre Lacazette has already decided his Arsenal future as Mikel Arteta plots to summer clear out. The French striker is heading into the last of his contract at the club and has embarked on for the summer move away from North London. The report has also further claimed 4.5 years on from arriving at the club, Alexandre Lacazette looks set to depart after the summer, with the Gunners happy to let him go if the right offer comes in. Lacazette was close to leaving last summer as the likes of Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid scrambled for his signature, but no move materialized due to the lack of transfer funds available for each side. Long story short, man like Lacazette is set to leave in the summer with his contract going into this final year. Arsenal are going to look to cash in the money in the bank. And while I can see improvements in Lacazette's game, and I really do like his improvement in his hold-up ability, I just still think in terms of Arsenal to improve in the longer term, we're building a longer term team with players that are going to be around 22, 23 years of age, or even 25 in their prime years. Lacazette just does not fit into that category. January. And while I'm not trying to blame man like Lacazette, I do believe it's just best for all parties to move on and look for the longer term solution. And in the case of Arsenal, I want to see you man be ruthless. Yes, Lacazette has been a good servant. I respect his service for the club. I thank him for his services, but it is time to move on, and it is time to move on to the future. And talking about the future, who can Arsenal sign as his replacement? Well, reports coming out of the Scottish Daily Mail today are claiming that Arsenal are considering a move for Celtic striker Edouard. Edouard enters the final year of his contract this summer. Arsenal face competition from Roma and Leicester City for the French under-21 international signature. Roma here again, but can Arsenal sign Edouard? The report has also claimed that Edouard has recently switched agents and he is now with Fiorentina's representatives. Alexandre Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah are entering the final years of the deal this summer. Eddie will look for a potential striking addition well in advance of the summer. So Nketiah, Lacazette leaves open space for another player. It's Edouard though, the right guy. While he's good on the ball, while he's a good hold-up player, he's only 23 years of age and he's a good goal scorer, 19 goals this season. I do have a little feeling though that I've got other players on my agenda that I think are better options to replace Lacazette than Edouard. And one of those players is Isaac, who of course plays for Real Sociedad, who for me I've seen him play a few times and his hold-up play is very good. He's got a pace and power and he's a good goal scorer as well. Another option of course is from the Championship, and this player is Ivan Toney, and he again is a very good hold-up player, gets goals and gets assists, and also is playing for Brentford right now, the club that used to be the club of Oliver Watkins, so they've got a record of good strikers as well. But in terms of Edouard himself, I'm not against the transfer. I like the player, I wouldn't mind him at Arsenal, but I'm just saying there's other players that I think are just a better option, a better fit for Arsenal as well. But if Edouard has switched his agents to Fiorentina's agency, Arsenal have a link there, they have a connection there, they have a contact there, and if Arsenal want to get this deal done, I think it won't be that difficult. Also, with Celtic's decline this season in terms of form, again that makes the deal even easier because Edouard would more likely to leave the club as well. So could we see a KT and Edouard reunion at Arsenal? We shall wait and see. But what are your thoughts on Edouard? Do you think he would be the right replacement for Lacazette? And if not like me, you think someone else, who is that player? Please do let me know and let's have a discussion in the comments below. And moving on lads, let's discuss the other Arsenal news. And the first player in discussion is Dinos Mavropanos, as Chris Wheatley is at it again, saying that Arsenal are monitoring the progress of Dinos Mavropanos closely. No decision made on his future yet, but Stuttgart impressed and keen to extend loan for another season. 84 interceptions across 12 Bundesliga games. The boss of the club says he is our gladiator. Now I'm not going to say I watched that many games of Mavropanos play for Stuttgart, but from the sounds I'm hearing and the stats and everything else, he sounds like he's having a good season there. And ultimately, with him being 23 years of age, that right-sided centre-back, I do think for Arsenal, we could have a potential very good option to replace David Luiz if he is to leave the club. Because we have already let go of Mustafi, Socrates is gone as well, telling NPR costs, we're opening space for more centre-backs, and Mavropanos sounds like a good option as well. And for the case of Arsenal, either you can save a lot of money by keeping him, or if you fancy selling him, you can make a bit of money as well, and overall make a good little profit. And in terms of him and his defensive ability, I don't have any doubts about it. 84 interceptions in 12 Bundesliga games just shows he's a good reader of the game. That's fantastic stats. Also in terms of his injury record, he seems to have improved over the years, so again that's another positive for Arsenal. But if you have watched Mavropanos play this season, what would you do? Would you keep him? Would you sell him? Does he have a long-term future at Arsenal? Please do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Football London also understand that Arsenal ownership have full faith in Mikel Arteta and have backed him to complete a cultural overhaul at the club, which includes a number of first-team players leaving in January and this summer. Okay, that sounds interesting. Also, it says that with further changes expected on the playing staff side this summer, a clear appetite to bring more of his own players, Arteta's time in North London won't be coming to an end anytime soon. Now, those reports there are very, I think, key because of yesterday's reports linking Arteta would have moved to Barcelona. Arsenal were defiant straight away. He's here to stay and he's our manager. Now, I do understand there are a few Arsenal fans that, of course, aren't happy with Arsenal's performances. We're 10th in the league ultimately, and we haven't been good enough in the whole scheme of the season. But in the case of Arsenal, in their opinion, they clearly are in backing of Mikel Arteta. They think he's the right guy, and they're going to give him, hopefully, fingers crossed, a budget to play with in the summer. But we're going to have to see how things develop. But please do let me know your thoughts on that specifically in the comments below. And on to the final thing, lads, my star boys are here. And Gareth Southgate has been speaking to the England manager, saying those boys at Arsenal, Saka and Smith Rowe, have been a huge breath of fresh air in their team, and there are more across the country if they get their opportunity. Praise from Gareth Southgate. Could Smith Rowe and Saka be going to the Euros? In the case of my first star boy, Bukayo Saka. Of course, he's on the plane to the Euros, or if it's in the UK, he's going to the Euros. He deserves that. He's a star boy. He's had a fantastic season. And in terms of Smith Rowe, I just think it's a bit too soon. He's had a couple good games. I mean, I can see his potential, but overall, he needs to do it for a longer period of time. Like Saka, like Mason Mount, like Foden, Maddison, Grealish. So Smith Rowe, I like you, I appreciate you, but I just think it's a bit too soon. But in the case of my star boy Bukayo Saka, we're on our way to the Euros, and that's something you love to see. But there you man go, that is the video there and there. I hope you have enjoyed. And of course, if you have enjoyed it, make sure to go down there and show the video some love. Please do smash a like on the video. Also, if you are new, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 40,000 subscribers, very close to 34k, and let me know your thoughts in the comments as always. Also, the links to all my social media will be in the description below. But there you man go, that is the latest Arsenal news today. I hope you have enjoyed as always. In the case of Arsenal, Ødegaard, is he here to stay? We shall see, and I will see you soon in a bit.